Hey everyone, Dusty here. You all know I love Final Fantasy games, as this is what my channel is all about. But we gotta be honest with ourselves here and lay out the facts. Final Fantasy XIV and Final Fantasy XIV are not the only games out there. I mean, sure, they're clearly the bread makers and the faces of the series, but wouldn't you believe there are others out there? Disclaimer, I love these games, but this had to be said. There are so many Final Fantasy games that exist that are way better, in my personal opinion, and I wanted to go over them. Disclaimer, this will be all over the place. I'm truly sorry, so bear with me. We have to start with my favorite Final Fantasy game of all time, Final Fantasy IX. Zidane, Vivi, Steiner, Garnet, or Dagger as her backup name, even though I name her Fart Poop. So many amazing characters to start. And the story, oh boy, don't even get me started. Shoot, this is legit the only Final Fantasy game that has made me ugly cry. Like absolutely ugly. As a kid, I didn't have a memory card growing up, so I had legit replayed the beginning of the game over and over about 1,000 times up until the part where Vivi and Garnet got captured by the plant, as to where I would proceed to die and lose all my progress. I know, it's so sad. But soon as I got older, I owned the game on like every platform. All 20 platforms. I would proceed to beat the game and go on an experience that only this game could give you. Warning, warning, spoil alert, spoiler alert. I just shit myself alert. Ignore the last alert, alert. I said this game made me ugly cry, but at the end of the game, we had the most beautiful scene of Zidane and Garnet reuniting together after being away from each other for so long. Because you thought, Zidane died. They got together with such a beautiful and happy ending. All is well in the world. But right before, there was some text being put on the screen, and I didn't really understand what it meant until I got like a little bit older, and then I realized after watching like a little discovery video and a discussion video about it, it was in fact Vivi and his final words to his friends and family he made along the way. The tears poured. Absolutely cried for like 3 hours nonstop, absolutely boohooing, looking up tons of videos about it. Oh my god, I just don't understand why it took me so long to figure this out. On a brighter note, this also introduced Alexander, one of the most badass summons of all Final Fantasy. Amazing game, you should play it, it's awesome, and it has that nice turn-based, so yeah. Play it! Final Fantasy Crystal Chronicles is another game that just kills it when it comes to gameplay and being so different. I'm a huge fan of this game because you're able to get together with your friends and join a caravan, explore the world and collect items, kill monsters, and collect mirror. I think that's how it's pronounced, which are these drops of water from the ends of the dungeons that you pretty much get from these little like trees or whatever, and bring it back to your town to keep the town from dying. You see, the world is covered with this poison mist that can kill you if you're not using one of these bad boys. And it's also the way to force your pals to stay close together to make the multiplayer work, which by the way is amazing. 10 out of 10. It reminds me of Gauntlet Dark Legacy, which is literally my favorite game of all time. So there's that. It is so fun. And upgrading gear feels right. Like when you get an item, it just feels like you really upgraded. Like when you're trying to get that mithril piece and you finally get that first mithril drop to get like mithril armor or or that weapon, that master weapon, warrior weapon or whatever it's called. Oh my god, it's such a good feeling. There are like 4 tribes to choose from, and I choose the Ukes because they are so cool. Final Fantasy XIV, please bring them as a race. And 8 jobs to choose from. I like to go with not the blacksmith, not the farmer, not the merchant, alchemist. That's right. Aha! I chose it. That's right. Alchemist. There is a remake which I love very much and I'm currently playing, but I do wish it was more local friendly like the GameCube version was. Anyways, yeah, Final Fantasy Crystal Chronicles. Y'all should totally check it out. Another game in the Final Fantasy series is wait a minute. Have I only played Final Fantasy IX and Final Fantasy Crystal Chronicles? No, I played 13, I think, and I played X, and I played 8, and oh no. I didn't do any research. I'm really not a good researcher. As you guys already know, I'm terrible at this. Oh no. Oh god. Don't look at this video, it's incomplete.